and enhances the quality of its work. The attorneys of color feel valued, and the firm attracts competent, diverse staff. Additional suggestions for achieving integration. 1. Encourage open discussion of cultural backgrounds. Example: a food company's Chinese chemist draws on her cooking, not her scientific, experience to solve a soup flavoring problem. But to fit in, she avoids sharing the real source of her inspiration with her colleagues, all white men. Open discussion of cultural differences would engage her more fully in work and workplace relationships. 2. Eliminate all forms of dominance by hierarchy, function, race, gender, etc. that inhibit full contribution. When one firm opened its annual strategy conference to people from all hierarchy levels, everyone knew their contributions were valued. 3. Secure organizational trust. In diverse workforces, people share more feelings and ideas. Tensions naturally arise. Demonstrate your commitment to diversity by acknowledging tensions and resolving them swiftly. End of Idea in Practice section. Why should companies concern themselves with diversity? Until recently, many managers answered this question with the assertion that discrimination is wrong, both legally and morally. But today, managers are voicing a second notion as well. A more diverse workforce, they say, will increase organizational effectiveness. It will lift morale, bring greater access to new segments of the marketplace, and enhance productivity. In short, they claim, diversity will be good for business. Yet if this is true, and we believe it is, where are the positive impacts of diversity? Numerous and varied initiatives to increase diversity in corporate America have been underway for more than 2 decades. Rarely, however, have those efforts spurred leaps in organizational effectiveness. Instead, many attempts to increase diversity in the workplace have backfired, sometimes even heightening tensions among employees and hindering a company's performance. This article offers an explanation for why diversity efforts are not fulfilling their promise and presents a new paradigm for understanding and leveraging diversity. It is our belief that there is a distinct way to unleash the powerful benefits of a diverse workforce. Although these benefits include increased profitability, they go beyond financial measures to encompass learning, creativity, flexibility, organizational and individual growth, and the ability of a company to adjust rapidly and successfully to market changes. The desired transformation, however, requires a fundamental change in the attitudes and behaviors of an organization's leadership, and that will come only when senior managers abandon an underlying and flawed assumption about diversity and replace it with a broader understanding. Most people assume that workplace diversity is about increasing racial, national, gender, or class representation. In other words, recruiting and retaining more people from traditionally underrepresented identity groups. Taking this commonly held assumption as a starting point, we set out 6 years ago to investigate its link to organizational effectiveness. We soon found that thinking of diversity simply in terms of identity group representation inhibited effectiveness. Organizations usually take one of 2 paths in managing diversity. In the name of equality and fairness, they encourage and expect women and people of color to blend in, or they set them apart in jobs that relate specifically to their backgrounds, assigning them, for example, to areas that require them to interface with clients or customers of the same identity group. African American MBAs often find themselves marketing products to inner-city communities. Hispanics frequently market to Hispanics or work for Latin American subsidiaries.